All right guys, first of all, if you got back problems, you don't need this amp. If you're weak, you don't need this amp. And if you're a weenie, you don't need this amp. This beast is 93 pounds, and we're gonna unbox it right now. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Youth Man. In this video, we have something exciting to show. This video, we're gonna be unboxing the Monoprice Monolith 11 channel amplifier. Now this amplifier is 200 watts by 3 and 100 watts by 8. And we're gonna be unboxing it and giving you an overview of it right here in this video. Before we jump in and get too far, if you're into home theater, audio and video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified when the next video drops. All right guys, today it has finally come. You guys have been asking in the comments over and over and over, when are you going to be unboxing, when are you going to be doing a review of the Monolith 11 channel amplifier? And today we're going to be doing the unboxing as well as an overview. So enough talking, let's get to unboxing. All right guys, let's go ahead and get this open. So this is a 93 pound 11 channel amplifier. And so as you know, I've been reviewing the Emotiva XPA11, and so it's not near as heavy. So let's go ahead and see. So cool thing, first thing I noticed, we've got it double boxed, which is always a good thing, especially for heavy electronics like this. So good job there, Monoprice. I don't want to bend the box too much because we got to ship this back to them. All right, so since this has staples, I went ahead and got a screwdriver. That'll help us pop these off here. Just stick it right under the edge. And we got one more. All right, let's see what's inside the box. So man, first off, that's a really thick corrugated cardboard box there. I mean, that is like super sturdy, which again, it needs to be if you're gonna be transporting a 95 or 93 pound box. So first thing I noticed right off the bat, massive gauge. Now this thing is huge, 3-prong IEC power cable. So that's cool. Over here we have a mono, it's like a 3.5 millimeters, so you're gonna use that as a 12 volt trigger to connect to a power amp, or in my case, the Marantz 7705 Pre-Pro, and so that'll allow the receiver or your preamp to turn on and off the amplifier. Inside here we just got some paperwork, and then the beast itself. All right, so the easiest way I think to get this out is we're gonna roll it. So I really don't want to reach in there, leaning over, picking up a 93 pound amp. Probably not good for anybody's back. So the best way to do it is we're going to flip it over on its side. And we're going to do the same thing again. And as I roll it, I'm going to put my hand on the amp to keep it from falling. Just like that. That's heavy, guys. All right, cool. So now we can lift up the box, set that off to the side, and we are in business. So now we can kind of pick it up. And I don't want to, yeah, we can lean it on its side over here. Just like that. That looks cool, man. I like that. That is so open vented, man. That is cool. Definitely a great idea. It's got a lot of vents on the sides as well as the top to allow for great airflow. So let's get this up on the table. Let's take a look at some specs. The front of the Monolith faceplate has a two-tone style to it. It has a brushed aluminum as well as a flat black, almost matte finish that's beveled. In the center of the amp, we have our power button. So once we press that, the unit begins to power up and you see a blue LED light letting you know that the unit is powered on. Once it's fully powered up, you'll see the light gets a little bit brighter. On the sides as well as the top of the unit, it has plenty of ventilation for all of the heat inside the unit to escape through the top as well as the sides. On the back of the amplifier, we have balanced as well as unbalanced inputs for all 11 channels. Now this is really great because some guys like to use balanced connections, which are your XLR inputs, while others prefer the RCA or unbalanced. Now depending on which way you have it connected, you'll want to switch this toggle switch right below the input to either XLR or RCA. Now one thing I really like about the rear of this amplifier is the fact that Monoprice chose to add labels for each channel. So you've got right, center, left, left surround, left back, left height 1, right height 1, left height 2, and right height 2. So that makes it really easy when you're trying to connect this to your AVR or your preamp. And then down at the bottom we have all of our outputs for our speakers. So the first 3 channels are going to provide 200 watts for each speaker. So you'll get 200 watts to your right, center, as well as your left speaker. And then over to the far right we have our 4 pair. Now these will be used for your surrounds as well as your Dolby Atmos or DTS-X speakers. Now each one of these channels provide 100 watts for those surround and Atmos channels. Now these are 5-way binding posts, so you can either unscrew the terminals, feed your wires through the bottom, or what I like to do is connect them using banana plugs. Now at the top far right, we have a trigger input. Now this trigger input allows you to connect a cable from the amplifier to your preamp or your AVR receiver. That way when your receiver or preamp turns on, it sends a signal to the amplifier for it to turn on. Right below that you have a ground, a master power switch, and your IEC power connection. The Monolith 11X amplifier is a Class AB design from ATI, and it provides 200 watts by 3 at full bandwidth into 8 ohms, 300 watts by 3 into 4 ohms, and 100 watts by 8 into 8 ohms to the other 8 channels. Under the hood are 2 massive toroidal transformers, and each channel on the amplifier has its own set of transformer windings as well as storage capacitors. Now that way, if one channel gets maxed out, the other channels are not affected. The Monolith 11X is built like a tank. Not only does it have a very thick chassis, but each one of the speaker terminals are mounted directly to that chassis instead of to a circuit board, which should allow them to last much longer over time. The amp measures 17 inches by 16.5 inches by 7 inches and weighs 92.2 pounds. The Monolith 11X retails for $24.99, is made in the USA, and comes with a 5-year warranty. Now since I'm adding an amplifier to my setup, I want to rerun Odyssey, and so it calibrates it for this particular amp. And so you'll definitely want to make sure that you do that if you add an amp or replace an amplifier in your setup. All right guys, well I'm incredibly excited to get this beast hooked up in my home theater and really compare it and see how does it compare to the Emotiva XPA 11 channel amplifier that I've been reviewing over the past several months. Well, if you're interested in more videos on amplifiers for your home theater setup, check out this playlist. I've got several videos over there that you might enjoy, as well as lots of Dolby Atmos videos right here. And as always, you guys be blessed, and we'll catch you in the next video.